What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Kingdom Rush Vengeance. We are going to head on into the game. We're making pretty good progress for the base game. We're in kind of like the third act right now. We've managed to go all the way through the Dwarves. We've crushed the Northmen and their ice magics, and now we are headed into the next stage where we're going to test out some different heroes. So I mentioned, I'll call him Jigu. I mentioned Jigu in the last episode, and we're going to go over his abilities and why he's strong and how do we use him, and I think he's going to be good for the next couple missions. So I'd like to try him out. So first things first, he has a huge HP pool with some armor. He is extremely tanky. I used him a few times to do challenge missions, and he didn't even like drop below a certain threshold of HP. He just stuck in there. It was ridiculous. He does a ton of physical damage, but he's very slow. Wherever you think you're going to have the most combat, that's where you need to stick him, and you kind of just need to leave him there. That's kind of how he plays. We've got Yeti Blood, constantly regenerates his health. Let's talk about, let's see. Imprisoned in the icy northern mountains, the savage beast awoke from his slumber, only to be controlled by Veznon's powers. This reckless monster now crushes his foes, doing his master's bidding. I don't remember if we went over this exactly, but let's just, real quick. Flings a frozen rock, dealing... right now I think it does 50 damage to an enemy, which is garbage. Gotta level that up. Improves the area affected by Frozen Breath. So Frozen Breath is just like a stun for 3 seconds. Earth Slam, which I think is his strongest basic ability. It's an AoE that also stuns enemies for 5 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And you can get, I think right now it might be 3 seconds and not a lot of damage. But we leveled it up a bit. And then when he dies, he surrounds himself in an impenetrable barrier of ice. For I think right now it's 3 seconds in glacial form. And then we fully upgraded Ice Zone, which creates an area full of ice, slowing enemies by 60% for 5 seconds and dealing 260 damage. So fully upgraded, very powerful. Not fully upgraded, not as powerful. The damage actually goes down to like nothing. It's like starts at 30. So we really want to get that upgrade first, I think. So towers-wise, we don't really know exactly what we're stepping into. I would like to, I don't know, change it up, try something different. We unlocked the Grim Cemetery. Enemies unfortunate enough to die close to the cemetery will be denied their rest and forced to rise as mindless zombies, wandering about and attacking foes until they rot or get destroyed. So their upgrade, Zombie Muscle Gain, or Zombie X Muscle Gain, improves your zombies, making them stronger. Bloated Corpses. This is straight out of like out of Warhammer. Every several seconds, zombies spawn from killed enemies will explode on death. And then Cold Grip, every few seconds, creates a zone full of gripping hands, slowing enemies over it. So they're pretty versatile. I think we don't need 2 auto attack towers. We probably don't need, these are both considered barracks, like the orcs, the cemetery, but I've used them once before, and the way they function is pretty strange. They almost function as much as like an AoE ground-based tower, like the Rocket Riders or the Furnace, as they do something else. So let's try shake it up a little bit. And I'm gonna equip. I kind of feel like we need the range. You know what? Let's do it like this. I like this. This is shaking it up for me. I like it. And we'll go into the next mission and we'll try and do something different. Do we have all of our upgrades? We do. We spent our last couple points on these. Alright. Yeah, let's do it, guys. Next mission. Otil Farmlands. Nicely done indeed. Do you feel that? Do you feel the calm before the storm? Otil is still ignorant of what's to come, but we aren't. Mwahaha. The town will make for a decent encampment. The chance is ours. Seize it. Wow, what a cool, that's a cool wallpaper right there. Okay, here's our boy. Let's make sure we get him into position. We only have the one exit, which should make this a pretty easy-ish mission for us. Now, I remember this guy. You can stop the windmills. So, that's crazy. You can like... Oh yeah, okay. So if we click too much on a sheep, he'll get real mad. and something really funny happens. I'm going to try and make sure I show you guys what that is. I don't want to forget. But yeah, that happens if we kill a sheep. So they're coming from this direction. Footmen and recruits, it'll be 2 new unit types for us. Yeah, let's do it. Got to decide first things first, always, where do the barracks go? This for me is a pretty easy, like, Rocket Riders location. Though it could be a Grim Cemetery location, in truth. Could do something like this. Rocket Riders here. There we go. And it'll start kind of spontaneously summoning some zombies. We're going to want to upgrade it. Let's get some bigger, stronger zombies. Don't know how much we want to upgrade it right off the bat, though. It's a really powerful location. We're going to want to make use of that. I don't like the range, the lack of range on this. If it was just a little bit longer, I'd be able to get in there and block that area as well. Yeah, I don't feel like we have the best towers for this. We don't have good range. What I'm going to do is let's quit here. I don't want to go in and just, excuse me guys, just fail. Let's equip this here. I think the furnace is way better. This may be a bit redundant. Let's try it without a barracks unit. Let's see how that goes. What would I bring instead, though? I don't know. This is good. This is kind of the main change I wanted to make. I don't like not having... There's so many locations on this particular map where the Shadow Archers are like king. And not being able to use them seems a little poor. Seems like a poor choice. And you know what we can do? This is the only exit. Let's block it up. Some stronger zombies. Get that leveled up right away. Get the slightly stronger orcs. Let's send our boy down here. He's pretty cool looking too. Look at all like the weapons and stuff that are in his back. Kind of the like the flags you see on Mount Everest from climbers. My aim is flawless. And we'll just upgrade these two. These are some pretty good barracks locations as well. I don't want to overthink this, that's for sure. The next step up is 150. I'd probably rather just have more killing power. Let's do it like this. Alright, first new enemy, the recruit. Fresh soldiers from the kingdom of Leneria, eager to show what they're capable of for their king. Medium damage. So, make no mistake, these guys look like they're as weak as the dwarves from the first couple tiers. They're not. They have 240 HP and they do 13 to 19 damage. They just don't have the oh, nice. They just don't have the armor or anything like that. And you'll see his health bar kind of flash. That's because he's regenning as he's fighting. Yeah, there's the AoE. And here comes the next set of enemies, the Footmen. Seasoned soldiers, equipped with a full set of armor and more than one battle on their backs. The backbone of Leneria's army. So with a hero like this, one of the good things is you can kind of, like I said, just park him in a spot where you know the fighting's coming. And then you can use your summons or whatever else in the other lanes. Like with a lot of confidence, knowing that you'll be fine. Got a lot of options here. Could go for more rocket riders. Come up here and help out. Definitely want to call early. Let's do that and do this. Something like that. And we'll stick these dudes kind of in the center. Oh, we got dogs too now. Watchdogs. Dogs trained to aid the army on the battlefield. Fast and furious, or ferocious animals, fast and the furious. Disciplined to shred their enemies to pieces. Fast speed, medium magic resistance. Good stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't mind leaking one dog. But I need to respect these guys a bit more, I guess. I don't like this placement. It's not doing as much work as I was hoping it would. And I think I need to be less hesitant to use my my ultimate ability, that's for sure. Yeah, I think these two need to be reversed. If I want an easy win here, guys, I just bring the furnace. I put one here, here, and like here. And then I just don't leak. Because all we're going to fight, basically, are lower level guys. And they got some farmers they're sending. These guys are actually weak. But I did want to showcase... I wanted to make the cemetery the star here. Improves your zombies, making them stronger. Let's take that. Let's get the exploding. That sounds cool. So how strong are the zombies? Yeah, that's pretty good. And the next new unit is the Troop Captain. Elite soldiers that fight with great skill and bravery. They're often the ones in charge of training the army's recruits. Medium damage, and they promote soldiers. So it's kind of a good idea not to let them link up with other units. Alright, let's nuke that.
Aim high, aim true.
I mean, these guys are pretty beefy. They do degenerate over time, which is worth thinking about. They don't last forever. But if you can set up a great kill zone, which we don't really have set up, like, we've got barracks, and like nothing is killing these guys right here. So we gotta really think about where to put these types of structures, so that way we can get the most out of them. And the footmen are kind of tankier than I remembered. Look at that guy. He's got a bunch of chickens on his back. That's hilarious. Eventually I'm going to start messing with this farmer. But we got to be in a good place defensively before I start doing that. Yeah, and I feel like I need this upgrade here too. I need so many upgrades since I'm using these specific towers. Rocket Riders attack so slow. But do you see what I mean about this guy? Like, just not losing HP, especially in these types of battles. Just support him a little bit with some orcs. These guys back here, man, the footmen are really quite strong. They're better than our guys. Alright, let's bring him up. We need to get the big rocket riders, and we need to get the upgrades. And some magic damage here, some AoE magic would not hurt. Yeah, I'm going to need the anti-air as well. There we go. And that should help. Nuke these guys. They've got big armor, but they don't have good magic resistance. The next new enemy is the Hunting Eagle. Fast hunters that fly over the battlefield and attack strategic targets in the back line of the enemy. Fast speed flying. So these aren't like all your other flying units who just go right past you. They want to take out our barracks units to let the other guys go through. But we are getting severely overwhelmed here. This is wild. Yeah, whatever it is we're missing. Yeah, this ain't it, guys. This is not the build. Alright. Alright, alright. Well, I wanted to showcase the zombies. I don't think I did a great job of that. Big stomps. Totally useless there. We could actually, I would do a reset and I would do something like this. I think that's better. Let's go for a different character. Varric is all the way leveled. Let's level up Azra. I think she could be great here. And let's equip what I know works. I still like that. This is what I don't like. Could maybe give the Gobblerangs another shot, but they just feel really redundant to me. I mean, we could still use Rocket Riders. I know it works here, guys, so I'm trying to do different stuff. I'm trying not to do the same builds. I know I could win if I use kind of the similar build that I used in the last episode. That's not what I want to do. So I'll use something similar, but I'm not going to just straight up, you know, use the same build every time. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. I like that there. I like this here. Sadly, there's just not a better spot for these dudes. This one also works.
The night is dark.
Alright, let's upgrade like that. And that's fine for now, I think. Use her to try and snipe. I was hoping it would tell me the damage. I don't remember if we have hers fully upgraded yet. She's only level 7. But I have a feeling she'll level pretty quickly here. Don't really want her engaged in melee. Alright, let's jump around. Alright, some decent upgrades. The melting furnace is the most important building that we have. Honestly, could have gone double furnace. Or double furnace here and here. Could still do that. We'll miss out on a little bit of gold. But I think rushing that upgrade is important. Okay. Yeah, I gotta nuke them. Can't be too shy with this. They have just such huge HP pools. And she, for the most part, does physical damage. Alright, drop it. I don't really know what to do with this position other than potentially like more orc warriors. Keep them really isolated. And we want to put her on like a side lane where we know she can attack without being attacked. However, this is going to kind of mess that up a little bit. Let's put these dudes here. We have already leveled once. Get that poison. A little bit more power here. If we upgrade them one more time, they'll be able to single-handedly, I think, kill these farmers. But we should probably save up for the next tier of the melting furnace. Maybe prioritize the melting furnace and this infernal mage here.
I'm the sword in the dark.
I don't know. Maybe I'll spread it out just a little bit here. The amount of DPS like even a level 2 infernal mage can do down here before they ever get to me is pretty high. Get him, Astra. Yeah, she's already gotten a ton of experience. We're only on wave 5. Alright, we'll nuke him. And then we'll upgrade here. And I think when you get this upgrade, you should probably just hurry up and save. Get at least the first tier of red hot coals. It's good damage, and it's just a whole nother, like, highly damaging component of this tower. It kind of makes up for how slow it is. And not calling early there because I'm talking is a pretty big mistake too. We missed out on quite a bit of gold.
Dark necessities.
Another good spot to put a lot of different stuff. I'll do a furnace instead of another infernal mage. But I think infernal mages might just be the way to go.
You think darkness is your ally?
I'm a little bit worried about the aerial enemies that are going to be coming at us soon. Alright, we haven't seen the tier 4 infernal mage in quite some time. But first things we want to do usually are get the AoE. Also love to get the teleport as well. Yeah, I don't know if this is enough anti-air. Back her up. And we don't know exactly where the air is going to be coming from. We know at least 1 or 2 of the waves is from here. Oh, do they have some coming from the bottom as well? Let's level this up and this. Alright. Just take out that whole group of units there. Don't fly right over me, bros. Oh no, I feel like we didn't have enough AoE again. I feel like we're getting swarmed. Okay, we made a ton of money off of that. I'll do one of those numbers. And then we'll save up for the next tier Shadow Archers. This Rocket Riders, it's always so hard to justify upgrading them. For the cost of fully upgrading them, you could fully upgrade 2 towers. Almost, there we go. The amount of damage that our Infernal Mages do. Don't forget also they have the ability to crit. And I'm going to want to get the teleports on both of them. Because they'll target the units that are down here. And they'll send them back to whichever way they came from. Alright, I'm trying to be a little conservative with my money. You know what? No. Let's get double TP. Call them early. And we need to get something to block these guys. We're getting swarmed, which I think is the problem. Too many ground units from all these different sides are making it through to clog us up here. Get the burning fuel. Yeah, we're not getting too many kills from that. We need way more damage. To get the kills is to get cooldown reduction. So we want kills. We want cooldown reduction. Okay. This is fine. It'll allow us to separate them. It'll thin them out as they run through. They won't be able to make it to this intersection in just huge blobs anymore. Alright, let's get the big boys. Go Teg, block, Ticklo. I'm curious if that's a reference to anything. I don't know. We are level 9 now. Get a big chieftain. Get the regen, and let's get the extra damage. 1 point in each. Put her here on the side. She can do her damage uninterrupted. I think we're just about strong enough to start killing this guy's sheep and get away with it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Joe Jenkins. We're gonna need some real damage on him. Look how much HP he has. Just look at him as an opportunity, really, to, oh, he summons little sheep to fight. They're doing, like, karate. That's awesome. I don't remember that part, but that's hilarious. Kill Leroy Jenkins' brother. Achievement unlocked. I'm gonna put 2 points into the crow. I think the crow does true damage, but don't quote me on that. And if it does, it's an amazing upgrade. If it doesn't, it sucks pretty hard versus armor or magic or whatever it actually is. But we need to upgrade this one. This is such a value tower, which is why I felt like I had to bring them to this fight. There we go. Can upgrade these a bit here. Not 100% what to put here. We could just put anything. Whatever needs the least amount of space to have the highest impact. Probably the Infernal Mage. Awesome. Well, we're killing it, guys. And this is one of the few missions where this placement is excellent for an abrasive heat. It would probably be a little bit better here if I had it like right in the center. But let's just power up our Infernal Mage. Get the next highest tier here. Yes, I want all the rockets. Give me the rockets first. Because I think the rockets also hit air. Let's get the one that drops debris on everybody. And then I also want the minefield. But look at the range on this thing. It's just so hard to get here. There we go. Teleportation's coming in handy. So expensive. Okay, you got to worry a little bit about these farmers in the back line. It's just a worse position. Anywhere looking scary. Let's see if we can't preempt that there.
Dark necessities.
But that's the kind of DPS we needed. We can make them lose a bit of their resistances. I think that's fine. And we know we have air coming. And I think it's fair to say that by wave 15 we have this under control. Hopefully. Best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Getting a teleport this close to the start of their route is a little bit of a waste. Yeah, let's get the big boys. Get a Blade of Demise. I'd like to see the animation. I don't get a chance because I'm playing. I don't really get a chance too much to watch the animations that they do when they do cool stuff. But victory is ours, my friends. And we also had the side benefit of being able to upgrade Astra, which is cool. Elite Harassers is the next unit, and they are one of my favorites, and they gave us 6 upgrade points for that. That's huge. A lot of options with that. But the Elite Harassers are an amazing unit. I want to try... Well, let's level her first. I will take the better Spider Bite, and I'll take the bigger Toxic Rain. New tower, and we want to use this. This is one of the best towers there is. A duo of Twilight Elven warriors. Whether using a bow or blade, the outcome will be the same as they shred their enemies to pieces in the blink of an eye. So, where I like these guys, I like to stack them behind something like the Dark Knights. So I would do something like this, something like this. They are a barracks unit, make no mistake, but they also shoot with their bows. So they're kind of, I mean, they're basically towers that the enemies can interact with. But their abilities, Backstab, Harassers, now counter the next attack when dodging an enemy's melee hit. Very good. Arrow Storm, swiftly shoot several arrows at their enemies. And then Fury of the Twilight, when they die, they have a chance of going berserk. So, super cool. What would I switch up here? We'll see what the next map is before I decide that. But we did get 6 points, which gives me enough to play with a little bit. I already know what I want to do. I want to get the Pit Lord. When reinforcements are called to the battlefield, now there's a small chance of summoning a Pit Lord with them. Pit Lords are super strong, and the small chance, quote-unquote, in my experience, I don't know what the actual percentage is, but it seems higher than... Like, it seems to happen quite a bit. Maybe it's 20%, maybe it's 30%, something like that. But it's perhaps a little more than you might think. So, let us try perhaps like Mortimus here. Select him. We haven't used him in a hot second. Change it up a little bit. The next one we unlock is at level 17. Is this level 17? Ooh, it's no. No. Okay. That might be it for all the basic heroes they're going to give us. I think these will unlock after we beat the game. Which makes sense, because they're probably ridiculously strong. They're probably like game-breakingly strong. Yeah, okay. I'm good. Mortimus, let's do it. And let's try the next new level. Silveroak Outpost. Mwahaha! Like stealing candy from a baby. The town is ours and my army craves for its next victory. It's now those pointy-eared pests' turn. Cross the Silveroak Forest and show those smug elven rangers and their leader Illyria Swiftwind the might of my dark army. Alright. So Illyria Swiftwind you will all remember from the previous games. This would be a good map to have a really fast character on. Do you bleed? That's what she always says. If it bleeds, I can kill it. Because you certainly will. That's like her catchphrase from the other games. In one of the old games, she has like a little baby panther. because it's like a prequel, and another one she like in the first one I think it's like an adult pet that like helps her as she levels. Oh, I know who these are. Oh my god. I used to watch this when I was a little kid. How do I get them to come out? Oh my god, gummy bears. Only 90s kids will remember. Or 80s. It might have been the 90s. Dang, I don't know how to make them come out. Okay. I'll play with that later. Footmen and recruits. They've started us off with these two like unique towers here. Weaves a sticky net around the tower, slowing enemies that step on it, and then you get eggs. So, I mean, seems good, right? Let's get the web for the slow, and let's get the double eggs. This seems like an incredibly powerful position.
Something's burning.
We know someone's going to attack us from that spot at some point. There's also this location here. There's only these two exits, though. So what I'm thinking is, I'm looking at my towers and I'm trying to decide which ones are going to be the, you know, the quote-unquote defensive towers. Let's do this. I think if I just use this, the elite harassers here,
Bow and blade, swift as a coursing river.
I think that's fine. And that'll free me up, because I think these positions are so powerful because they can hit, you know, this entire area if I put the shadow archers there. It's kind of what I'm thinking about right now, if you're curious. Yeah, not 100% on what to do. The good thing about the harassers is you can put them anywhere. I can put them right here if I want to. You know, they have a huge range. But they're best when supported, which is why I'm putting them here, because this is going to make spiders, and the spiders should be taking some of the hits for them. But I also think that I need to put... Let's restart. This requires a bit more thought here. I'm not in love with what I did here. We might sacrifice some like ranged efficiency. Let's do something more like this.
Too slow. Here comes the Hell's Kitchen. For the Dark Lord.
Like this.
Swift as a coursing river.
This I like.
Aim high, aim true.
Okay, and then I want to do the same thing up here. I think those upgrades are worth getting.
I love this.
And we should almost certainly defend this area here. Okay, let's do it like this.
Too slow.
We'll put the harassers up here.
Bow and blade, swift as a
We'll get
coursing
Dark
river.
Knights here, and then we'll make these two into probably Shadow Archers so that we can hit this kind of area as well. Depending, maybe one Shadow Archer. Here, perhaps? No, I think here. And then this one will probably be an Infernal Mage. I like it.
Join my army of
All right.
darkness.
See how the spiders work.
But the beginning.
Our Rotten Bodyguard. Is this a fully upgraded Rotten Bodyguard? I don't know.
Of the smell of rose.
We do want our guy getting as close as he can to them, because the closer they are, they start to lose all their armor and they take a ton of damage.
The night is dark.
Recruits and watchdogs. I need to spend some money down here. There we go. Ooh, here come the spiders. See how strong they are. Wow, they do a lot of damage.
Hear the whispers of the dead.
And there we go. And I mean, that's a lot of like, you know, low tier stuff. And there's the Pit Lord. Huh. 220 HP, 1 armor, 33 damage to 66 damage. I think they attack air as well.
Join my army.
Yeah, they have a ranged attack, but they'll move into melee.
Death is but the beginning.
This would be where we put that. And I think these guys go in through here and come out through here and here. And this is where having like a teleporting lord would be pretty sweet. Oh, and she shows up and fights us. And drops down some elven rangers that kill my units. So here's what we do. For now, we put these guys here.
Light my fire.
There we go. Something like this. And then when there's no one coming here, we take these guys and we bring them back to here. Probably to put them in the web. New enemies, though. Elven Rangers. Led by Illyria Swiftwind, these elves are the guardians of the forest. No intruder escapes their sight. Medium magic resistance and a ranged attack. So they are the types of guys. They're like those berserker ladies who snipe out all your barracks units and make it pretty hard to use. But you see how often the Pit Lord summons? I feel like it's always just more than what they say it is. Because I don't know how much air is going to be in this, I'm just going to keep bringing these guys over the Dark Knights. And we can upgrade them a little bit here. Kind of see what their increased stats look like. 11 to 14 damage, 169 HP. Versus 91 HP, 5 to 7 damage.
Aim high, aim true.
Bring our boy a little bit closer. Oh, he appears to be bugged out. Look at all the Pit Lords. This is what I'm saying. There's no way. There's no way it's a quote-unquote small chance.
My aim is flawless.
This is one we should prioritize upgrading, I think. Mortimus, get up there. Let's summon a new guy. I guess he's just permanently bugged. I'm hoping when they get to him, maybe they attack him. No, he's just a weird visual bug now. That's awkward.
Something's burning.
Oh, he made the bird run in fear. You saw that.
Swift as a coursing river.
Just make sure we keep calling early. I kind of like getting all of our elite harassers up.
Too slow.
They'll protect us from the ground. They'll protect us from the air units. This is a good spot for Mortimer to just kind of sit. Or Mortimus. I'm calling him Mortimer. It's like a good dog's name. This is bothering me, though. I hate seeing bugs in such a good, well-polished game, you know? Get these dudes. These types of enemies, all of these like armored foot enemies that do a lot of damage, the Dark Knights are the best things you can get against them. Their ability to return physical damage and then to become invulnerable while they return physical damage makes them just insane. They have devoted their lives to the goodwill of the Order. They use their magic on the battlefield to protect and heal their allies. This is our new enemy, the Devoted Priestess. High magic resistance, heals allies, magic resistance aura. You know what, let's buff these dudes some more. 16 to 27, let's buff them again. Let's just get them to the top tier. Alright, you are very annoying, madam. Let's separate you out.
Hell's Kitchen.
And the elite harassers are moving. I need these guys down here. There we go. And the counter, I think, if you find them under attack a lot, the counter is what you want. If they're in a position that's really, really safe, I think the most important upgrade is the damage, the Archer Tower. Or the Arrow Storm, or whatever they call it. The best offense, or best defense being a good offense and all that, I think is the general idea. You know what, and just to kind of stop them from trickling in,
Swift as a coursing river.
get right there, upgrade here. We don't want them linking up. Like, I could also put something else here, but I think this is fine. They're a great 1-2 punch once they're upgraded. They're not so amazing right now
Join my army of darkness.
when they're not upgraded. But once they're fully upgraded, these guys will shred through the recruits. We just need a little bit of time and money. Next new enemy is the Griffin Bombardier. Dwarves riding on griffins, they are able to bombard their enemies with powerful explosives safe from the edge of their enemy's swords. Area damage and flying.
Light my fire.
I feel like I need more single target stuff.
Too slow.
Alright, let's nuke this guy. A lot of HP and a lot of damage.
Let's make some kebabs.
Ours is your last. The sky will turn dark. Not today.
There we go. Give them the ability to counter and dodge. These positions are so strong, but we don't have them upgraded yet.
This might sting. Any last words?
Bow and blade.
Make them a little bit stronger. There's the arrow storm going off. It only works versus melee damage, though.
The night is
Let's make some kebabs.
Kind of getting wrecked by the AoE on those things. Okay, that's not so good.
aim high, aim for
Bombadiers are wrecking us.
my aim is flawless.
Alright. Mortimus is dead. What can we do to better reinforce here? Probably we just need to leave Mortimus there. And expect, like, we're stopping the enemies right here. But this location, they're almost getting through. They have this whole gauntlet to go past.
An arrow to your arrow to your.
There we go. And we'll get double Crow's Nest. And that'll just be a ton of passive damage that the enemies have to walk past. Probably want to probably want to just max out Arrow Storm as well. Let's get the double Crow. Mortimus' speed is just such a detriment. That magic aura is really strong.
Hear the whispers.
The upgraded Infernal Mage could get rid of their resistances, which he can do as well.
Army of darkness.
Smell the ashes.
I don't know, I'm just kind of like jumping around, trying to reinforce. I don't see anything as a particularly huge problem area right now, so I'm just reinforcing in a lot of different directions. But there's a lot that we could do. Yeah, that's scary. He doesn't have the range, he doesn't have the speed, he doesn't have the tankiness to like put up with all that. Just watch our crows peck people to death. But we are level 10 now. As good as he gets. Let's just bring him down here and leave him here.
So hot out of the frying
There we go.
pan.
The night is dark.
And we'll upgrade this one next. Wave 12 of 15, so we're nearly there. Last thing I would want right now would be to like lose to some air units or something.
Make some kebabs.
I gotta figure out how to get these guys out of here. Do I just have to, like, catch all 3? Yay! Courageous and caring. Find the gummy bears. I still remember that theme song from when I was a little kid. They were basically the bear versions of the Smurfs, and they drank gummy juice, which gave them the ability to bounce really high. And that's how they fought off the bad guys. Not the strongest premise for a TV show, but a lot of fun when I was a little kid. And I think we're just going to have crushed this whole map.
Our rage is eternal.
I'd like to show you guys what the Berserker like effect looks like. So let's see if we can make that happen before this is over.
Ours is your last breath. The sky will turn dark.
Alright, Mortems is doing a good job out down here. Not scared of the air at all, especially not in these locations. Could use a little more magic damage AoE here. And since we have no barracks units here, these rangers are super ineffective. What they're good at is like sniping our units out, which they can't do if I don't have any units there. And that crow is tearing her up. And Mortimus goes down. It's alright. Let's nuke. Alright, let's get the Thorns aura.
Join my army of darkness.
Gotta think about it in Diablo terms. Get my Thorns aura. Definitely want the invulnerability.
The sky will turn dark.
And let's make sure we get all of the arrows. Yeah, what else do we really need right now? Not much. I mean, there's plenty of good upgrades to get. But I'm not seeing anything as like, if we don't get it, we just can't win type of upgrade. Alright, there we go. We got Sir Wilson. Alright, let's nuke them there. Get the TP. This is where I need to upgrade, I think. Next 200 I get goes into these elite harassers who are getting sniped out. There we go. Look at all the dead zombies.
Ours is your last breath.
There we go. We needed to get a little beefier back here. If we couldn't, there's a good chance we would leak. Yeah, I think Mortimus was a surprisingly decent pick for this map. His magic damage just bypasses all the armor that our enemies had. Oh, poor her. A sad day, my bow is broken. And this begins the first of the heroes that we capture for Vezanon. Done and done. And we get 2 new towers to use, as well as 3 upgrade points. I have never used either one of these. I'm excited to do that. Oh yeah, we're going to use both of them in the next episode, guys. Alright, 2 new towers. He is maxed out. Let's just go ahead and give him that. Who are we going to use for the next one? Let me see which mission it is so I can remember. Let's try her. Or maybe I'll level her up a little bit off camera. And then we'll see if we can't bring her into the next mission. you know, at a slightly higher level. She doesn't have to be level 10 or anything like that, but we'll see if we can't bring her in just a little bit stronger. What else? Well, we could go... Small chance of it striking again in the same place. Soul Echoes. Sure. Could go for, like, buffing our heroes some more. And our 2 new towers, let's see what they are. What is this? Tainted by dark forces, this ancient forest slowly saps away the life of enemies passing by, much like it sapped the life of the trees that resisted corruption. To me, it sounds like one of the furnaces or something. It sounds like our land-based AoE. Spawns treants to stop and fight enemies for a few seconds. Grows roots, stunning enemies for a short duration, and creates a thick fog that makes enemies miss their attacks. So this could pair very well. I mean, yeah, you put this next to a barracks. You've got more units that can help block the road, slows, and it makes your barracks units last longer because they're not getting hit. So I see a lot of benefit there. Let's see what the witch does. The Wicked Sisters. Double Trouble, Cauldron, Bubble. This pair of witches brings double jeopardy with their black magic, allowing them to swap between poisoning or stunning targets. This is a magic-based tower with, looks like, a ton of damage, but not a lot of range, which might not mean anything. It might just be because it's like the way it functions. Maybe the range isn't as relevant. We'll try it. Frogification. Polymorphs an enemy into a harmless frog. They explode when clicked enough. Oh, that's cool. Increases the Broom Witch's movement range. That's what I'm saying. I think you increase their movement range, and that's how they function. So they'll like fly around the map, whatever their range is. Kind of like when we did that Zeppelin. Kind of a cool way to do it. And then lastly, summons a totem that silences enemies around it for a few seconds. But they do huge damage. So maybe that's all that matters. We'll test it out. And for huge range, we'll just keep the Shadow Archers. If this functions as well as the Melting Furnace, this could be really good, really synergistic. I like it. And we'll try it in the next episode, and we'll even bring along a sexy vampire lady to help us out. But alright guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Good Talk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.